So last night we got just a small info drop regarding the projectl development team's roster. The details this time come courtesy of Patrick Miller, aka PatTheFlip, via this Twitter post he made around some new additions to the team. As the tweet states, this rare occasion takes a moment to announce that NerdJosh, Yohozi, Apology Man, and the Funtax have joined the projectl gameplay analysis team. And quote, every day we get to help find all kinds of broken good and broken bad stuff. That's about the extent of the news for today, but this does open up some conversation points if you'll so indulge me for a few minutes to kind of rant around a little bit. Basically, it's another handful of fighting game veterans added, some known for some high-level tag game tournament play, and just long-time prominent figures in the FGC. And they join an already pretty impressive array of people who are very much invested in the fighting game community. You've got Pat himself, who's a known Xrd enthusiast, and you might know from his streams, YouTube channel, or even his Hard Read series that he hosted on the Core A Gaming channel. Unconquerable as well, a legacy player notable for some solid Tekken Tag 1 tournament places. You've got Marlin Pie, which is another huge Marvel vs. Capcom god, and Tech Monster, and many more, joining, of course, the Cannon brothers, who are not only two of the co-founders of EVO, but also Tony Cannon, being the creator of fighting game rollback netcode, is pretty directly responsible for how fighting games are now finally getting great online play across the board. So is this new round of game testers indicative of the game finally rounding the final stretch and actually getting close to being done? Maybe. Plus, to top it off, it seems like over the last few months there's been a skew of FGC content creators visiting Riot HQ or Riot related events, so it's very possible that the projectl team is lining up things for that fabled actual release, but it's tough to say for certain if any of these things are actually indicative of the game being further along than we thought, and I'll kind of let you make your own conclusions as far as all that goes. My point here was really more just to say this. A lot of the discussion on projectl is things like it's going to save the FGC because it's going to have Riot money, or things like the League IP being absolutely massive for casual appeal, and of course the game being free to play brings a whole lot of new eyeballs in that wouldn't necessarily test the game otherwise, and I'm more than happy and excited for all that stuff. But personally, my biggest hype factor in all of this and around the game itself is Riot really seems to be going out of their way to get FGC veterans involved and do this thing right. There are some excellent people working on projectl directly who are proven massive fans of the genre, and I think truly just want to make a great product for fellow fighting game fans. And it seems like Riot and the dev team are going out of their way to get feedback from pros, content creators, and even tournament organizers, which I think will only add to the polish of the game's eventual rollout. But that's pretty much my 2 cents for the day. Just a small update I was personally glad to see. Let me know what you all think, and I'll catch you on the next one.